Oh, I can talk about it. No. Do not call or text this man right here. That man right over there with that lime green on. He is too busy.
Nah, it's I be in buildings.
We're live right now.
Oh yeah, we live.
Forever rolling.
Yeah, we live. That's how we starting. Breeze say he wanted that gangster shit.
Throw the hood up and then we skirt off. Sliding in that track, I'll call my jury on my shirt.
You already know the Poor Man's Poetry Podcast, man.
All alerts off.
I'm one half of your host. My name's Dennis. It's your boy Cutter.
You can get that merch off. I don't bark out, but I got more paper than your big dog. Wanna change your life, my best
That boy, he
advice.
hiding the streets, now.
This bitch type is wife, I might just let the condom slip off. Ain't too many like me, 99% of them rip offs. On point, even at a spot, I never take my kicks
taking
off.
another one?
Ask my ops how it feel to wake up daily and
we
get
can
shit
start it
on.
off like that, man.
Get in your feelings and make this songs. I make at your people's house outside.
Yeah, but like I said, this episode 45, right?
Jordan.
Yeah.
When
40.
he came out of retirement.
Came back just like that. Yeah, we got special guests in the house.
Yes,
we
sir.
got Breeze,
Yes, sir.
A&R of 912 Studios, and we also got the other other A&R of 912 Studios.
No. King Mac.
King Mac in this motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
We in.
What's going on though? How y'all feeling?
Oh, we was gonna ask you that. We
Feeling pretty good after the shots right there.
Poor Man's Poetry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so how y'all boys doing though?
Here.
Cooling, man. Glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Glad to be partaking.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Glad to be alive.
Yeah.
More life, more blessings. You know?
Them boys acting proper.
You see how you was talking real, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But that's what's up. So, how did y'all? Okay, who ran into Robbie first, and what was his vision as far as like with 912? If y'all were to say.
Oh. Well, I mean, as far as the situation with me and bro on his grind, like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying, bro, he could, but he don't work at 912, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We link up because it just in the motion.
It
you
works.
Know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you.
Nice.
And what they say, real recognize real.
Absolutely.
And it's organic.
But to get to that part of it, I just want to put that part.
No, you good.
To get to it, with me and Robbie ran into each other just on some rap shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just with me booking the studio session.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. And, I just started rocking with bro. Like, he just was solid. You know what I'm saying? Behind everything else in the studio. You know what I'm saying? He was cool.
True.
And I took that just a lot how he moved with how I move. And that's kind of how I got the bro too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Just realizing like what's solid, what's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and bro might not talk all day, every day or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But we need to talk about something or try to do something, you know what I'm saying? He throw me an alley or whatever like that. So, that's just how we work.
Okay.
For sure. So tell us a little bit about yourself, K-Mac.
Well, first of all, I've been managing A&R for about 3 years now.
For sure.
Started out working with an individual who really put me in position for real.
All right.
I'm saying I'm not one of them type of people who gonna hold the shine for people who put them in position. You know.
Who was that?
Expensive Wade B.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's I am Wade B on Instagram. But he's worked with Defiant, Grand Hustle, No Genre. You know what I mean? So not to get too far, but yeah, dude put me in some right rooms, you know what I'm saying? So,
I like that, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That in giving him the right props.
Yeah.
But same time, like I wasn't riding on coattails, you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Put your own work in.
Got to, you know. Somebody give you the door, but you got to go through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For sure.
You got to go through it.
That's right. Too. Yeah.
So do you make music or you just manage?
Nah, I mean, music always been a part of my life. Don't get me wrong.
True.
You know, I've always been at Myra. You know, I was a sport guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
You know, did football. That was really my thing growing up. And music was one of the things that really like got me going, got me in my mood. If I had my right music going into the game, I'd just be going through the motions. You feel me? Like So,
yeah, for sure. That motivation. Yeah.
and as far as like being in the business, just being around the right people, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And already having a passion for the music, and them giving me a push. But I really wasn't fully into it until my artist now, Mac Bo, he wanted to get into it, and I believed in his talent so much. Like, shoot, I don't want him to get finagled in the business in the process.
So, okay.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna learn the business. You know what I mean? And be able to, you know, uplift bro, cause do hard. You feel me? So
What's his name one more time?
Mac Bo.
Okay.
Shout out to Mac Bo.
B-O. You know what I mean? Got a couple projects out now, but more on the way.
For sure.
So how y'all?
Make sure y'all check 'em out.
To each other.
Bros, finagling with the right people. You know that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting in the same rooms, you know, making them, linking up, connecting. Yeah.
You know, like just moving around.
That's what's
Like
up.
for real. And honestly though, the fact that we operate in the same realm and we understand some of the same issues that happened before you even say it, because it's like when you're going through the same situation, you know, like you speak to another podcaster, you would know about issues of a podcaster, right?
Right.
It's like, man, you want your guests to show up on time because you scheduled a whole show around that individual being there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just the same thing with being the manager and A&R. You know?
So what is your overall vision? I guess you would say for A&R for those who don't know.
For those who don't know,
Good question. Good question.
man, people think that you just gonna get in there and just change somebody's music
Yeah.
and just know how it's supposed to go. Like as soon as you get in there, you hear one. No, like you have to break down the music. You have to understand the talent first of all.
True.
Every person.
Like this business is a people business. If you can't deal with people, you probably should be in the business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Okay.
that's first things first. It's an A&R. Right?
So dealing with the different personalities, like me and Breeze are talking about, is a sticky situation. You would say.
For sure.
Cause you still got your personal too. You know what I'm saying? You still got whatever you got going on.
Right.
So that person has to deal with how you are too as a person.
It's just a lot. It just, man, you gotta, like, for real, you gotta want to do this. This can't be something that you just interested in. Because this not the fun. This not the fun part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun if you want to do this, if you love this part of it. But it ain't fun. You know what I'm saying?
It's more like work for that person.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I love this, like, you know what I'm saying? What bro was saying, like, I just love music. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, I could just like bring what I love, like I could contribute to something I love, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. And just people put their trust in you off of your personality, off of your loyalty and stuff like that. And want you to manage them or A&R or whatever it is. Like that's like you got somebody like craft and personality in your hands. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take it serious, you feel me? So when they get bad, if it ain't nothing that you want to do, you got somebody's life in your hands.
Yeah.
So like Cutter was saying earlier, like a lot of people don't know what fully an A&R does for them. So like an A&R, I mean, I guess from my perspective, it seems like an A&R would like help a person in the studio, help them craft their different songs, help them with their persona, help them with their personality and different type things, how to navigate.
We do a whole lot.
So it's basic. So
but that's
how
some of it.
So how I envision it from what everybody's saying is basically a creator creating a creation that was already created. If that makes any sense.
Quality control.
Yeah,
My boy.
Yeah,
My
that's
boy.
exactly what it is.
For sure. I like that.
You know, the CEO is the quality control at A&R.
Yeah.
It's playing the name, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like but you got to be tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't tapped in, like you don't even know what's going on. So like it's a balance. You in it, but you in it too. You seeing what's going on. You on these blogs or these social. You know what I'm saying? And you bro got a show and all. Like you producing too. You putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. Like
not even just that. I mean, nowadays you got to be on the blogs and on the internet and all that, and you still got to be in the streets too.
Everywhere. It's a full-time job.
For a fact.
It ain't for the faint at heart, boy. I tell you that much.
Because
You
I
really
mean,
have to sleep it. You have to really like eat, drink, sleep, that music stuff if you really trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of those things you just check in, check out, unless you one of them trappers. You know what I'm saying? You just like this, you just do trap rap. All right, cool. Because you just
got the money to back it and all that different type. Yeah.
More so to the fact that you don't have to be consistent.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Like you could be an artist outside of that and not have the money, but if you're not staying in the people's faces and having the antics and all that other stuff, you can get lost in the wayside. You get lost in the motion. You feel me?
Because there's so many different artists nowadays and all that. Yeah.
Right.
I remember when I first started rapping, bro. It was like 4 people in my school that rap. You know what I'm saying? It was like a thing to be like, oh man, he rap. Like everybody rap now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel
So it's just like
Wayne said that.
separating. Yeah, for a fact.
It was kind of, I think Wayne said it the best. He was like, man, it's like growing up, like rappers was like superheroes.
Right.
You only had them far and few, but not everybody is superhero. Everybody got, you know what I mean, their own, you know what I mean, and however they do what they do. So yeah, I mean, I miss when rap was secluded. When it was a select few that was exclusive, that was able to really, you know what I mean?
When was the last time that really happened? Or
Yeah,
let's break that.
Yeah, but
It's been a while. It's been a while. since it's been like that.
You want to know one reason why I miss it but don't miss it? I don't miss it because it allowed jobs in hip hop. It allowed me and this man to be an A&R. It allowed us to see a whole nother side of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be in music business and not have to be the rapper, bro.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, you talk about it all the time with
All the
A&R.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's real jobs in hip hop now. So like back then, like hip hop was so competitive. It was so rap. Like now you could just say some shit on auto-tune, high as a fucking, you good.
I'm not gonna
it's a
lie.
business,
After you
man.
taste that 1800, you don't want to go back to that.
For real?
It's alright, but it's like damn, but it's like
I'm
damn.
like,
I want that 18. I want that 18.
All right.
I want the 18 back.
Hey, take a shot, boy.
Nah, y'all good. I'm
Take a
just
shot.
saying, but it's just like damn, I wouldn't think that you would taste the difference,
Man,
man.
you gonna
This
taste
is not
the
an ad. I'm just,
Yeah.
I just taste the difference. Just saying.
Y'all can send something my way. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but honestly though, I miss that. The reason why I miss that era of hip hop is because like you knew who to kind of like look forward to or look up to an extent. Like now it's like we were talking about with the Kanye and the Jay situation. You feel me? Same era, two different arenas to an extent, but at the same time they were beneficial. Now it's like there's no benefit from a consumer's perspective because there's so much stuff to consume. It's kind of like you putting a kid in the candy store.
But now it allows you to not have to box yourself into a type of music. Like, because you got the young little Asian that love hip hop, but they don't want to hear rapidy rap, but they want to hear they want some hip hop. They need some Trippie Red. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what it is though. The purpose of hip hop in the first place was communication for the
Thank
culture.
you.
Right.
These
Yeah.
people not from the culture, so why would they care about the message?
And that's my whole
But
thing.
some people do because they want to understand how that person is living in that environment or that area or what they have going on.
I mean, if that was the case, J. Cole would, you know what I'm saying, would have been Drake.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a young dude named Boomer that turned like, I don't know, bro. Like, shout out Boomer, bro. Like, bro, a young white dude, bro. This man knows music and rap, bro. Like, music and rap. Like, he has studied this shit, bro. And I had realized, like, how the fuck do he know so much? And I realized, like, at his age, he didn't have to find, like, he grew up in it. He grew up in urban culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he grew up like that's the thing. We had to search, you know what I'm saying? We were creating it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, just taking that perspective these days, man. I know me and you get into these talks.
You already know.
Shit, but, like, these days, it's so many avenues. You could be like, damn, I wish it wasn't so many avenues, but it just allows it to be like touched by so many more people now.
That's true. That's true.
Then
but is it okay? Because like the era of hip hop, like we spoke about, like as far as like with the Asian kid and you know what I mean, and different peoples from that perspective, just in general. Like the way me and Dennis connected was through hip hop, and it was relatable because we end up having the same exact favorite rapper, and we connected. And look where we at now. We got a podcast. The way me and him connected, technically on some hip hop type shit. Right now with you, like it's hip hop. Right. So I love for it to be exclusive when it's limited because it's kind of like a limited pair of shoes. Only a certain amount could get it, but everybody, thank you, but everybody want it. Mm-hmm. But if you got everybody doing it, it ain't exclusive no more. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
It can be that way, but then it can be like, so it's like nowadays it's like, if an artist just come out and like say like say like you're the first person in Savannah to find out about an artist that's hard from like freaking bumfuck Seattle or something.
Right.
You know, say something like that.
Yeah.
And like say this artist blows up in 6 months.
Again?
We gotta edit that one because I heard it, but I was like, maybe it's the drink, but I'm gonna let him go ahead and slide with that. Right?
I do not need this melody.
Nah, it's good. The Malibu's smooth, but it's like coming down from the 18.
Yeah. That's all it is. That's all it is.
But my point, I was just saying, like from just saying like you're the first person from Savannah to hear about this person, and from 6 months from now he blows up. You know, you can be like, okay, like I was on him, and like I was like, you can be part of that niche group that was the first, the first people to be on him.
My bad, I don't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
Personally, like, well, I guess that's probably why we do what we do. As A&Rs, you look for that. Like, you love those moments because you're discovering a new sound.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You're the one putting the talent out. Like, oh, you would hear the same Trippie Redd song, right? And like, this is hard. You see the other people in the room like, man, I'm trying to hear this. What? Man, put that Boosie on.
Right.
No shot, no shade.
No diss.
We got you.
You know what I'm saying?
We got you.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, then a couple months go by. Oh, wow, I like that Trippie Redd. Right. Same thing with I like to talk about the Migos so much, man, because like not only I had contact with some of the individuals, like this, you could say with this street team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool dudes. But they were putting on for the bando. And
back in the day, like what was that, 2011, 12, something?
It was about 2012. People started catching on like 13.
Yeah.
When did Versace drop?
14.
14.
Yeah.
Bando was early because they had a lot of
when we was working at that over there, that's when I was on. Yeah, that was around that time.
Songs, like people weren't liking them until Versace. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Bando and that first mixtape, that one when well, matter of fact, the one when Offset had got locked up, and it was just Takeoff and Quavo.
Man, that's crazy too. Mm-hmm. All that stuff crazy, but yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Same era, Rich the Kid. Like I was one of the people who was like, y'all need to check this out. And a lot of people in Savannah, I can't speak about nobody else's experience but my own. A lot of people in Savannah were like, ain't nobody trying to hear that.
For real.
The statement about putting Boosie on, that was a real statement.
That's how it was when I was on the what's the name? But yeah, that's the name. About to go into all that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
with skinny jeans on way back in the G, bro.
Right. And Travis Porter,
I remember I seen you there with your flag out. But anyway, like I was saying,
you see.
Wow,
you see.
Already. But so what? Okay, so you said you're looking for the newest sound, correct?
Always.
So what does the newest sound? How could you describe it? Exactly. Here he go. This man is trying to shout out to Zaki.
But is that something?
Shout out to the pirate.
But, okay, but I mean, before we get into that, is that something that like the A&R can dictate, or is that something that the artist can?
That is a good question.
What do you mean? What
like as far as like the new sound, as far as like what's gonna be popping 6 months from now, it's gonna be popping a year from now. Is that something that the artist can? Is that something that the A&Rs, like dictate and navigate through the years, or
like we the post, we the city, we the soul. Like we know, you know what I'm saying. We tapped in. Like
for sure.
This man interview people on the regular. Like in order to do that, you got to be tapped in.
True, for sure.
This man, you know what I'm saying. Like, so I mean, it come with it. You know what I'm saying. Like it's just what you do. You wake up and you tap in. This what you don't figure out what you're doing. You wake up and do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Like for real. Like,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think all of us, like in this room, could definitely say we got possibly like the same passion for music when it come down to actually being able to listen and know what we looking for when it come down to it. Me, I'm still old school. I like bar for bar. I like for you to bar me to death. Yeah. But at the same time,
it's a lane for that.
But not. I don't need it 100% of the time.
Yeah, I agree. Because you still gotta have your. And I think that's why the Migos is so like, because they had bars, but they had swag and they had just different stuff. Man, shout out to Takeoff, man, bro. For real.
No, I can't. It's a mix. People would sleep on the bars and they were stepping up their bars in the process.
Facts.
People didn't want to
give
their props or stepping up their bars in the process, but it's like one of them things like you before and after photo when you working out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because at first I didn't really like what's the one that went to jail?
Offset.
Yeah, Offset. I wasn't really messing with him.
Offset hard.
Yeah, he did.
But I ain't gonna lie though, we talking about him, bro. I think Takeoff like the hardest.
I think he the most lyrical. He the most lyrical one out of all of them.
You know, like thinking back at it, when you go back now and listen, you like, oh shit,
bro. He's the hardest soul to me though.
Yeah,
exactly. He the youngest too.
He the youngest.
He's the youngest. No. Quavo's the uncle.
Oldest.
Yeah. And Offset's the cousin and Takeoff is the little cousin or something like that. I think that's the
that's Quavo nephew. Okay. Takeoff, Quavo nephew.
Yeah.
Offset's the cousin.
And it's crazy. He's the lowest one out of all of them. He's the youngest one.
Who's that?
To Takeoff. Right, you ain't heard nothing about him.
You don't know who you messing with, nothing
at all. But that's good.
That's
though.
how you keep it.
That's good though, man. So what do you think the biggest part? Okay, the most strenuous part of being an A&R. What would you consider that to be?
I'd say trying to change an artist's artistry. Change an artist's craft is the hardest part of being an A&R because you have to be over convincing. If I'm pouring my heart out into this paper, right, and you telling me you can make my heart better, how am I supposed to take it? You probably are making it better, but it's my heart, you know?
True.
Yeah, they're not seeing how. Yeah, a lot of people don't have aren't open to, what do you call it? Criticism. Yeah,
criticism, all that stuff.
And just turning it into business is hard sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to get them to understand what's going to have to happen in order for it to be a real thing. Like that shit is
we have those talks too at times too.
We have those talks quite often.
It's like, it's like, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Right. You sound real experienced over there with that.
I don't know. Maybe it's
Malibu.
That's a part of being an A&R too.
Yeah.
It's like one of those silent descriptions. You got to network.
Yeah.
If you don't network, you
know. Yeah.
Bubble.
We just had this conversation earlier.
Networking, sometimes it's just putting up somewhere where it's gonna be at by yourself and just getting a drink.
Some of the
just so you can peep.
You might be
just
in
so you
some places.
can peep what's going on. Yeah,
it's crazy because I remember back in the day, man. Me and my partners, we went out downtown.
You know, told me about that. Told me about that. Said be like he just be pulling up by himself, like he don't be with.
What said you talking about?
Heavy Traffic said.
Man, shout out said.
Yeah.
Y'all know Carlito? They be DJing?
DJ, I met him like once, or maybe like once.
He said and Carlito just did a song, bro. Y'all gonna love it, bar for bar.
Is that the one you sent me?
Okay.
Nah, we just did the shit Monday.
Okay,
I'm gonna need you to send it to me then.
That shit, yeah.
I'm gonna go on.
Shout out said and Carlito, man.
Either he gonna give it to me, y'all, or I'm gonna go inside his phone. I just want to let y'all know that I got the lock code. For real. But yeah, so what is your what y'all working on next as far as like the artists that y'all dealing with?
Well, my artist Mac Bo, he's working on releasing some music videos, visuals. You know, an EP on the way. But we're more so focused on pushing the latest mixtape because it's more of an introduction type of thing.
Right.
We don't want that moment to be, you know, overlooked by too much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you could flood the market.
Right.
Like, depending on what type of artist you are.
Right.
Everybody can't really,
That's true.
you know, absorb everything that you have in the proper time if you just keep throwing. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And
sometimes
timing is everything too.
I'm not gonna lie though, bro. You know who I blame for that?
Wayne.
You already know. We had this conversation.
But you got to think of the type of artist Wayne was, and the type and who he was with, and you know he was already on Cash Money.
Though I feel how I feel about Wayne. Wayne remind me of Michael Jordan.
You gotta break that down to me now.
Because I feel like he was just first. That's it. It was just the first to do all that type of shit.
As far as like mixtape wise, as far as like mixtape wise in the South, but T.I. was doing it too. But T.I. wasn't doing.
I wasn't doing it. Like
I mean, not on the volume, not on the volume that Wayne
I
was.
feel like LeBron better than Michael Jordan. But I feel like Jordan was just first to get a shoe and all this shit. Now he was hard. Don't get me wrong, bro. Jordan is Jordan, but in real life, he was just first for real. And that's how I feel about.
I agree.
Wayne was the first to, you know what I'm saying, do all that shit, but everybody can't do that shit, bro. But it was exciting because it had never been done. We had never seen a basketball player with a shoe. We had never seen a rapper do 100 features in 1 year. It didn't make sense. This is not a blueprint. True. It was just first.
True.
You feel me?
I mean, but it was a blueprint though. It wasn't.
I don't want to move past that. Like,
no, go ahead.
Same time, we have plenty of artists who don't drop repeatedly, but they're still at the top of the game whenever they drop.
Craig.
Post to Kendrick.
Drake.
Yeah, Drake. Cole.
Kendrick will be silent for 3-4 years to drop a tape on
Kendrick drop?
Bro, we just had this conversation when you hit it last time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He overdue. I don't know.
18.
Yeah, I don't know when he's planning on dropping or whatever.
I thought he was about to drop last year when he did some little pandemic.
I know it was before the pandemic or something like that.
But who's to say that he won't do it after pandemic because you won't have to do a campaign.
But let's go ahead and Google that. Go ahead and Google that. We'll take a little break while you find that out.
You talking about? You said Dan was the last one. Last one.
6 figure.
He talking about 6 figure.
Said, what you mean?
That's all you need to understand.
I'm an executive assistant.
That's it. That's all you need to understand.
Hey.
Hold on, hey, yo, we recording.
But we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
We back. We back. We back.
Y'all fool up. Oh man.
Definitely. Oh, we gonna take the shot, man.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead.
Y'all go ahead and take a shot that we get.
Health and
prosperity.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta take a shot of that one.
Yeah, I'm not taking a shot at that, but keep that. Yes, sir.
Take a shot at my nigga NBA Youngboy getting out. My nigga.
He out? He not coming home? I heard he got 5.
Need to get out.
Need to get out.
You said he got what?
I thought he had 5. 5.
Oh.
He fever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. I didn't hear anything else. All right, we back though. We back. So all right, so we usually ask this to artists, but I'm gonna ask you this: give me your top 5 MCs. Yeah.
Like, what's the criteria? Like all time, dead or alive, today?
Everybody asks the same exact question.
That is true. We can just go.
It's totally up to you. You can give me your top 5 dead or alive, or top 5.
That's it all time.
Yeah,
dead or alive.
Either or.
I'm gonna have to go with Biggie and Tupac in there.
Whoa, what? Are they one together or
we doing numbers?
I'm asking how he's doing it.
Whoa,
I'm asking how he's doing it.
Tupac first.
Okay, for the passion. For the passion.
You know what I mean? You know, he got more of a catalog. Let's just be real.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it.
He
do. He does.
Yeah. Biggie was great.
Matter of fact, today Tupac birthday though.
Yeah, he turned.
Yeah, he turned 50 today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the God.
Or so she said she shared one of his poems today.
Who that?
Who's that?
Jada Pinkett.
Oh wow.
She probably did.
I didn't see that.
Instagram.
I didn't see that. I'm about to check that out.
Who else you had? That was 2 on it.
Wayne. So we got Biggie, Tupac, Wayne.
He has a large catalog too.
He do.
Simply for what he's done. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
And how they changed the game. Oof. I'm going to say Kanye.
I was about to say, because when you said change the game, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was 808 Heartbreaks.
He changed the game way before that, brother.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but he had so many stages in his life. Like, you can't
And he still got him.
one that was the
Pivotal. Yeah, I agree.
He changed the game.
He just kept changing.
He's changing. I bought some yesterday.
So Breezer, we asked you this before. Sir Breeze.
You already know Sahai name.
Yes, sir.
Top 5.
Sahai.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Top 5.
Yes, sir.
Wayne,
Okay.
Kanye.
Wait, hold on, pause. When you say Wayne and you say Wayne, what era Wayne are we referring to? Because it has to be some clarity.
I'm even talking about Wayne today. I could play some Wayne shit today. You'd be like, oh shit.
I like the one he did. I like the verse he did with Polo G. I do like that.
Right.
That's
that
whole
was
songwriting.
That's the Wayne I like. That's the Wayne I like. But continue.
And from that all the way down to the BG's True Story. Wayne. You feel me? Like Wayne.
What was that? 15, 16-year-old Wayne?
Yeah. Yeah, Wayne was special.
Rob, Troy, man.
Pastor?
Troy, man.
What?
Yeah,
Top 5?
yeah.
Man, we gonna have to edit that shit. What?
Why? I mean, let him defend himself.
Troy real, bro. If you listen to Troy, bro, Troy ain't never tried to.
I have heard some tracks where Troy
Breeze, we not
he
doing
puts his
it.
pain on
You
the
ever heard
track.
vice versa?
Right.
I heard vice
Right.
versa, but Breeze, listen, bro.
Not the rap of it. Have you ever heard that song?
I
You
heard
know what
the
that song is
song.
about?
I get it.
Have you ever tried to make a song like that?
No. I understand the context, the contextual argument that you're presenting, but the people that you just named and you just kind of like went there, that's where I'm trying to literally like place it together.
I listen to
You
I listen
got
to
to be
Troy,
kidding.
bro. I don't even listen to like the shit he put out. I listen to I done met Troy a couple times too.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that ain't even on the bias. Like I fuck with Troy. Like he in my top 5, bro.
Okay.
I got songs, I got albums I could say back to back.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And number 5, more so for the culture. Thug.
That's a solid choice.
That's a solid choice
I
For-
feel like I got to.
for this era and for his catalog and for him for him transcending from where he was when he started to where he is now.
Nah, you ain't gonna get me Thug, bro.
Thug,
I respect it. I respect the choice.
I respect it.
Read his lyrics.
bro, for real. read
Yes.
them.
That's
Yeah.
what, yo. He spits.
bro.
He really does spit.
You might not like his presentation.
No. I like Thug.
But-
I'm a fan of Thug. I like Thug. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But because I'm seeing
He's birthed
in
a
your
lot of
top
artists.
5, I see evolution from lyricism to artistry.
Yeah.
If that make any sense, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm a very artsy person, so I'm
We can tell.
Okay.
We can tell. But that's a great thing though. That's
wrong.
a part of your makeup. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. Yeah, I mean, cause I hear his top 5 and I heard your top 5. And yeah, I mean, so what? Okay, so the artists that you guys come across and y'all pick up on,
That's
like,
why I was going there.
yeah, like what exactly? What do you think navigates you to that artist, or they come to you? Like what sticks out to them and be like, you know what, that's the cat I want to actually manage. That's the question I'm asking.
For me, it'd be that.
What's
I
that?
don't know. I mean, I'm gonna let bro, you know what I'm saying, go ahead. But for me, it'd be like, bro, nobody touched this. I got an opportunity like the, you know what I'm saying?
To put your fingerprint on it.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, to piggyback off that, that's definitely first and foremost. Like if somebody else already touched it, it's kind of like
It's already done.
it's not even that. It's just come on. I don't know. It's like that new car versus that used car, man.
Yeah.
You get that new car,
Yeah.
you drive that new car. It's like, yeah, this is yours.
Yeah.
You get that used car, it's like, all right, so now I got to deal with. They might have bumped the wrong pothole and
You right.
shook the engine up a little bit.
Yeah,
Now
I
I got to
got you.
quit for this. Or they might have gotten a car accident, but they fixed it up.
Right.
So now I got to see what other things gonna come up down the line. So
6 months from now, I might gotta worry about this.
Right, I tell you,
Gotta worry about that. Yeah.
So I guess the question is, what is the most influential part of actually being able to run into somebody like we were speaking about earlier who actually speaks from the heart?
say that one more time.
What's the most influential part you play when it comes down to running to somebody that actually writes from the heart?
Making them relevant.
Okay.
You could be
Define relevant though.
your heart on that craft on that track, right? But that's in your language.
Mm-hmm.
Music is for the masses. Mass communication. If
Mm.
only a certain amount of people understand you and get your message or even get your music,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to succeed.
That's
In
true.
real time.
So that's an A&R's job. It's supposed to being able to get the message from the artist and being able to transcend it to the masses. basically.
A&R
Yeah.
is your manager without managing you. Basically.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a loose manager. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I can manage you and other people under paperwork. That's A&R.
Yeah, because somebody will know you're the A&R for a certain artist, and they'll send you the beats instead of sending the artist the beats,
Right.
or sending the manager the beats, because maybe your artist is to a point where he's larger than life now.
Right.
They can't always just see everything in their messages. They can't already. The manager might be larger than life. He only looking for a certain type of people to send him messages.
Right.
Like the venues, event planners, you know what I'm saying? Labels, that's probably the only people you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So you as a small guy, producer, want to get an opportunity, you send it to somebody else that you know.
So how do you being that, okay, because what I'm hearing like more artist development talk, and that's not often like nowadays like that goes on because
That's why
everything
the A&R
hybrid.
became more relevant. The A&R became more relevant because there is no more artist development.
But it's needed though.
So the A&R is your one-on-one artist development. I charge for consultation. Let's sit down and talk for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see what you need.
Mm-hmm.
That's artist development. You know what I'm saying? It's a one-on-one
It's
conversation.
real work.
Yeah, and that's work.
But is it what they need or what they want?
It's
It
what they
depends on the
need,
artist,
bro.
I guess.
At the end of the day, dog, any artist that wants to be a real legit artist needs a legit situation.
Right.
Period.
A strategy, a plan.
Whether you hire an A&R or a manager or whatever it is, once you get to Lil Wayne status, you think Lil Wayne don't have a PR, a A&R? You don't think this happens?
Oh no, he
You know what I'm
do.
saying? Right. So
He
it's
has
just
all
like,
three separate.
That was that
Everything
Cat
is
Cortez,
diligent.
right?
It's big business.
Right.
Yeah.
It's business.
It's 90% business.
10% music. Yeah.
It's a reason why you hear certain things over and over and over again, because it's true.
Yeah.
You don't want to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
So
What type of artists are you guys looking for, or
that's a good question.
what type of artists do you guys have in the tuck, or you guys looking to, break out?
Good question.
For me, man, if that shit made me feel a kind of way as soon as I hear it, like I want to touch it. Like I just started working with somebody the other day. I had a session, Bria. Shout out to Bria.
Okay.
I was like,
She
let's
was
do a
at
project.
Popalooza recently.
nah, she be super low. I brought her in to do some accent vocals on the project, and I was like, yo, you need to do a project. Like let's set that up. You know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's how you discover them diamonds in the rough, though.
Facts.
Me personally, I'm not looking to manage any new artists besides the artists that I'm managing now. Mac Bo, simply because you have to devote a lot of energy into artists. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the business, they are the brand. I more so will manage a producer before an artist right now.
Okay.
I will work with artists. Like bro said, we do a consultation. We do A&R services. Yeah, I do that with artists. But other than that, we could do like working with my producers.
So artists can, like you said, set up consultations instead of I guess having you on as full time, as like a full time A&R.
Yeah, that's with negotiations. But at the same time,
Facts.
when you do that, you have to understand you're dealing with someone's time.
Mm-hmm.
In this business, time is everything.
Facts.
Time is something you can never get back.
Right about that.
It is.
Right.
Time, task.
A lot of people don't understand how
people-
much time it takes.
A lot of artists get off from their situation and then hit you up not knowing this is your situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you this one is a good time for you. This is my situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just that time, like he's saying, just taking. Like I got people that I'm like real family with, like cousins. You know, so talking about doing music, and I'm preaching the same thing. Like, bro, like this, it costs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real studio booking and consultations, and you know what I'm saying? Like, cause the time you can't get back, bro.
At the end of the day, most of the time people see it as, oh, you just trying to get some money. No, bro. What you're wanting something that right now
free.
that had to be built up.
Information
had to be gained. You know what I'm saying?
If
That's
we want
the
a
time
pizza,
you're
can
paying
we
for.
just tell a nigga to bring us a pizza right now?
No, he has to make it. You already know that.
It takes some time to go and get that pizza.
And we gonna have to put some money down to order that motherfucker.
And it's going to take him effort to go into the store and go get that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think so. Okay, this is the question I gotta ask because I wanted to ask this. So when it comes down to picking beats for the artists that you deal with, how do you go about doing it? Do you still deal with the same exact producer, or do you? Because I remember you mentioning that you would rather manage a producer now.
Right.
So do you? Is there anything like favorable about a specific producer that you deal with? The both of you guys.
Location is one. Character above everything. Character. We're gonna say that again.
Character.
Yes, sir. You're dealing with situations where you have to have trust. So if you're not trusting the individual, you're gonna create situations that don't have to be created. It's just gonna create turmoil.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Flexibility.
Okay. So speaking on, let's go back to that character. What type of character are you guys looking for?
True. Good question.
A teammate. A good teammate. Good business partner. Like at the end of the day, yes, we're in this together and you're the brand, you're the star or whatever. But at the same time, we're a team.
Right.
You don't work well by yourself. That's why you're employing someone else.
Okay,
You know
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying? Otherwise, you wouldn't need anybody. You just do it yourself.
Right.
Cause we in there with them. You know what I'm saying? Like we with the artists.
Sometimes you do more work than the artist because you're focused on trying to better the artist. Like by the time you're waking up, when you wake up, it's like, okay, how can I make this situation better for my client?
You
But
basically
they don't realize that.
It's like you have to put more, and I think this is where artists get things twisted. You have to breathe, sweat, blood, tears, everything into what they're doing, while all they do is basically make music.
That's why it's special when we pick a certain situation to actually put our hand on. It's like, bro, like,
because you want to do
I'm
it.
taking away from. I could be with a chick or something right now, bro. Some
Facts.
real nigga shit. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
So you artists realize that if these guys are tapping in and these guys are helping you out on your project,
Yes, sir.
you must be doing something special out there.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the A&Rs for real.
It's really one of those jobs that's like thankless.
Yeah.
Selfless
Like,
too. Yes.
Yeah, very much so.
Even a manager, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're focused on getting opportunities. You're focused on handling the business for that client, just for the client to complain the whole time.
Facts. Because you employee on the low.
Yeah.
Are there any times where you guys have situations where everything goes smoothly, clients don't complain, you guys, your projects come out on time, everything? Yeah.
But you gonna run into issues. You gonna run into issues now.
Talk about it, Breeze. Talk about it on. No, I'm just playing.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so this is a real life situation. I'm in a relationship. My relationship is not going well. I have an artist. Me and the artist might not be on the same page. I'm going to talk to a producer about my artist. So I got home going on.
And you got work.
And I got, me and the artist not even, you know what I'm saying? Like the situations like that. It's like, in this moment, now I'm an A&R or whatever. This is a job. Fuck everything else.
And none of them give a damn about what you got going on.
None of that shit. They don't want to hear
none of them.
But I think it was somebody told me this a while ago, and I remember I was working at a warehouse job, bro. It had to be like 2000, and I was fresh out of high school, so I got out of high school 2004, so it had to be like 2005.
2004? Well, you old.
You're old.
He did it. Hey, y'all see that 1986 on his goddamn tattoo, right? Don't start this shit. He 1 year younger than me. So for all y'all,
I was thinking. I was like,
he talking that shit over there, innit? Goddamn.
I was like, I know you're not that much, man.
He not. He right behind us. He right behind us. Ain't worried about it. His birthday right before mine. I got it 3 days before mine. I swear to God. But yeah, I think I heard somebody say this. He like, man, listen, because I was working in a warehouse. It was two older individuals. One of them was actually a part of a staffing agency, and the dude that was running the staffing agency happened to be there at the time. And I heard a guy say, he was like, man, you know what? I got a lot of shit going on, but I know how to separate my work from my home life.
Right.
And that always stuck with me, because you can't allow what happens at work to dictate what happens at home, and you can't allow what happens at home.
It's hard to do it sometimes, though.
It is. It is.
You the person, but it's just called compartmentalized.
That's a word that's been sticking to me for like the past like week or so.
Yeah, I still can't pronounce that word.
What did I watch? The Tiger Woods documentary. I think that's what I was.
It's hard though, but it's possible. Like I was telling bro, if you look on IG right now, 9TE Breeze, he don't look like a rapper at all. He don't even look like he rap.
That's that Virgo shit. Shout out to Virgos.
You know what I'm saying? OSG praise, that's a rapper.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just all about compartmentalized. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna drop your other Twitter name too?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a whole other conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got two Twitters. If y'all do not know.
If y'all find
For real, I ain't lying, he do. But yeah, I mean, I think overall, man, what I'm getting is like being an artist. It's not necessarily an easy job, but it's a job that has a tendency to possibly get out of the way, basing things upon your personality, which has to do with your personal reality. It has a lot to do with how you view life just in general when it comes down to music. Right. So if you're viewing music as just, all right, I'm just about to make these music, I'm about to drop this 16, I'm about to go to Port Palooza, or I'm going to go to Charleston, South Carolina and record, I'm good. Like, nah, it's a whole lot more, and it's a whole lot of more fine print that other individuals within your inner circle has a lot to do with. So if y'all don't know, when it comes down to being an A&R or being an artist management, it's a lot that these individuals actually have to take on when it comes down to these people.
And just getting in front of these people and speaking for you. Like, understand, like, we're speaking for you.
True.
How you make us feel. Yeah. Understand, we speaking for you.
Right, right. So, you know what I'm saying? So like, even if you're paying these people, you still want these people to be in your best interest, and you still want these people to be on your side.
Thanks.
Don't burn your bridges.
Yeah.
That's why I was going with that.
Point to the cat. Don't burn your bridges.
Yes.
Listen, I don't know who he talking to, but y'all like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to the YouTube. And
yes.
yeah, man. But nah, I mean, overall, man, because like this is an eye opener for not only just me, and I don't know about Dennis because I
learned a lot today.
Yeah. I guess we both have, and I think overall, man, I could honestly say like being an A&R has to do with artist development, artist management, managing the music, picking the beats.
What's a babysitter, bro?
I'm not in the mood to babysit y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like y'all could come sit down at the podcast.
I'll babysit the right artist.
I agree.
I agree. Be the right artist.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I almost slipped up and said the name, but I'm not gonna say the name. So we gonna have to talk about that off air. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I appreciate it, man. It was real informative, man. Shout out to these gentlemen, man, for real for pulling up, man.
Thanks.
I enjoyed this podcast because, like, it's the other side of music that a lot of people don't really take into consideration, and it's a real important part of music because it is music. Everything has to do with
especially
hip-hop.
for all these different people that want to be artists nowadays. So now you see what you have to go through when you're trying to hire an A&R and what they're looking for and what you need to be looking for. So,
you gotta know.
To put all that in perspective, a brand. These days, everybody rap, everybody sing. Become a brand. Be something marketable. You know what I'm
hear
saying?
that, guys?
Like we had that conversation about Travis Scott. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
So you as yourself, you want yourself to be a brand. Yeah. So yeah.
Because that's what you're selling. Like prime example, like Drake. And I know we've been going on for a minute, but a prime example like Drake, bro. Anything Drake drop, Drake can just get on the track. It's gonna go platinum because it's Drake. Drake done built himself up to be a brand.
It's called likeliness. That's what they call it in the industry. You build up your likeliness. Travis, people are ripping off Travis Scott shit off of McDonald's window. That's a piece of paper with his name on it, bro.
Right.
His likeliness is just that big. That's how you sell merch. You build your likeliness, not just put some shit on a shirt.
Right.
That's a whole nother tangent.
That's right. That's
that's informative
you can
information.
Build a brand, but you actually
it's informative
put his name
information.
on a spoon, bro. Just because he Travis Scott, his likeliness is that big.
Yeah,
a spoon sell out.
You have to build your brand. Build your brand.
That sound like Griselda when them boys was signing them. What was that? They were signing the cups. They were selling them. But
at first, their logo, all they had was just a scale. But now look at where they at now. You know,
right.
So that's what's up, man. So yeah, man, I definitely
man, he ain't talked about his show, man.
Talk about the show.
Bruh, I know you
else
ain't
y'all want to plug? Yeah, we still got time, brother.
Yeah,
we ain't. I thought y'all was trying to get up out of here, y'all.
Hey man, first of all, don't be coming here to being too humble. You've already been drinking enough, so I know you got it in you.
All of us had a couple shots. I'm still trying to catch. I was trying to catch up to y'all, but y'all was already ahead of me.
Yeah,
listen, but
racing.
I swear, I was trying to keep up with you, but go ahead, player.
Yeah, plug y'all stuff.
I appreciate that plug in too, man. But it's called the Music in Motion Show. It was started off on Instagram Live, just interviewing different individuals and showing how they influence the culture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And in their own way. They don't always have to be an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've had managers, producers, you know what I'm saying, artists, public figures, brand ambassadors.
Oh, so in the next episode, y'all gonna have us, right? Cool. That's what's up, man. I appreciate it, man. We all gonna be there, man.
We working on season 3. Getting the structure right.
So you go live.
Yeah, that was the first season 1, season 2, but now we're going on to another method. You know what I'm saying? So
we did ours 2 weeks ago, something like that.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
man, listen, bro. First of all, I said this at the beginning of the podcast. Do not pay attention to him with time, dates, and cell phone calls. He is not the guy. Breeze is not that guy.
If that shit ain't on my calendar.
I told you he'd be putting it on the calendar.
I tell you,
on the calendar.
That's a gem right there,
bro.
No, real talk though, that is a gem. No, that's a jewel. Y'all need to get on that though.
Yeah. When he sent me the invitation, I'm like, bro, I'm already here, bro. Like, I'm gonna need you to stop doing this shit. Like, let me text him.
You should have been got the invitation.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like, this nigga here.
If it ain't on the calendar, that shit just don't exist, bro.
You got so much going on, yeah.
For real, like.
But it shows you how to prioritize too. Yeah. So the calendar is definitely beneficial.
Facts.
I'm learning that myself. I'm not even gonna lie. Because doing stuff off the fly is not always great. Dennis talk about it all the time. But that's another subject.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so boom. So we're the show is moving from IG Live on to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So that's the new direction that we got going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to expand outside of social media. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Even though that's how it started, that's not how it has to end because you know it sort of took its own life though. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's sort of driven the A&R side in a sense as well.
Because you're doing interviews.
Yeah,
So
that does help out, and I mean, you transferring to different platforms is going to help out too.
Very much so.
So yeah,
you get to encounter different people, different cultures, different regions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then there's so much networking going on in the audience. Like, although like when it moves on to YouTube, like people will be able to see that part.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of interactions that go on in those audiences, man. And
YouTube has a live feature too, so I mean,
I was
man, shout out to YouTube.
Followers, you know what I'm saying? Just
that's what's up. Yeah, shout out to YouTube, man. Shout out to India, man. We number one in India right now, man. Yeah, boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We staying on there. We on there.
So we gonna be there. We running that straight like that. All 4 flats. But yeah, man. Anything else y'all boys want to plug, or how we doing it?
Man, if you're in the A&R, don't A&R.
No, big fan.
Do you hear the bombshell at the boys?
But guess what? If he texts me about that one more damn time.
Look, if you don't have any literature,
you
don't have a contact list.